Welcome to Building Babellion. I'm here at the Grouvier St. Live. I've been calling it St. Live in my head just the way it looks, but it's Grouvier Street. Music venue. We're at the actual music venue this time instead of in our small little studio back at home. And I am with Jacob Forbes and Mitch. What's your last name? I forgot to ask. Chudnovsky.
Yeah,
got it.
Just call him Chud. Yeah,
Chud. All right. Perfect. And you guys are like the main organizers of this music venue?
That's right. Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
mainly us two.
Yeah. All right. How long have you guys been thinking about this?
Honestly, probably since last year. We lived together last year as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been a while now.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like our main thing with like looking for where to live this year.
Oh, really?
Needs to be able to have shows.
Right.
That was kind of the biggest factor.
Were you specifically looking for an outdoor space or indoor?
Both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, if possible.
Yeah.
Which we ended
That's
up
dope. Yeah, because you turned your basement into a studio, I think you told me?
A little bit. I mean, we have a drum set down there. That's where we all practice at, and then just have people over to jam, too.
Kind of multi-purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very low down there, though. I hit my head just about every day. So.
That's the only issue.
Yeah, I see. And how many people do you think can fit back here?
So that's the thing. Here we have probably looking at maybe 30, 40 people around there. But we're going to try and expand it. We have a fence we can take down from our neighbor if they're okay with it. And hopefully get it up to 70, 75 maybe.
Wow, okay.
We're not sure yet.
We're also like gonna have people overflow into the house and like just mill
back and forth. Just like in and out, you know.
Yeah.
Something casual, I see. Definitely would be more of like an intimate event, which is like I think is good for like college shows as well. Like I feel like it can be very during COVID as well, honestly, like overwhelming if it's a lot of people.
Right, but we don't want this to turn into a frat
party. Yeah, no frat party. So talk to me about your lineup. You recently posted it. I think it's 4 different music acts, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I think I have it listed actually. Sure. Atomic Lucy, Kids on the Internet, Knuckle Deep, and Robert's Basement. What excites you about these acts?
2 of the groups are our friends, so we're just always excited to see them. And the other 2 seem great as well.
Yeah, Knuckle Deep, I met them a while ago at one of the shows back in the spring, and then they actually came out to my hometown in Reading for a show, and we told them about it. And they just to visit and like see what was up with the music scene there. And they've been super chill guys. They have like super hard-hitting kind of punk grooves, so I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, it's dope.
Definitely.
Is there a big variety in the acts, or are they all sort of like under the rock spectrum or like pop rock?
I don't think we really have any kind of hard set genre or anything like that.
Yeah.
Most of the acts are pretty different from each other.
They're all like rock, like Atomic Lucy is like indie rock.
Yeah.
Same with Kids on the Internet. Knuckle Deep's punk, and I think Robert's Basement is kind of around like the same.
Those are all
like
sick
all
names, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a great lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at the graphic and I was like, this just looks so cool.
Yeah. By the way, great job with the flyer. He did all that.
Hey, nice.
Thank you, man. First try at anything graphic design. So.
No, you did a great job for sure. Are they all university students?
No. Well, the ones that are friends, Colin is our good friend.
Okay.
Atomic Lucy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So he's a Temple student, but I don't think they're singers from Rowan.
Yeah. It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of the bands graduated, like Kids on the Internet. Some of them graduated. Actually, I think all of them did.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah, I think they all graduated last year.
For the most part, it's kind of just a mixed bag.
Knuckle Deep, there's all Drexel students.
I don't think Robert's Basement, or I don't think they're college people. Honestly, I think they're like adults.
Yeah, they're actually coming all the way from Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Wow. How'd you get in contact with them?
They hit us up.
All right.
So we had another band that I was trying to get. I'm friends with the keyboardist in that band. They were booked for the day, and then like 15 minutes later, Robert's Basement sends a DM like, "Hey, we want to play." I said, "All right, September 25th. You guys are here. Done. We're here."
Wow, that's sick. Are you having people coming from out of state?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Atomic Lucy's. I think they're from New Jersey actually.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know where.
How do you physically prepare a venue for a live performance with an audience? Like, as far as like the technology goes, and also just like, have you really thought about the space? Like, where will the act be? Where will the audience be?
Yeah, right back there. We're centers of that. We're gonna have a drummer,
Okay.
and you typically have guitars on the one side. If they have another guitarist, they'll probably be on either on the same side or the other side. Then bass close to the drums,
Mhm.
and then we'll have the lead singer front and center. And
Right.
then everyone's kind of just gonna form a U around them.
Gotcha.
And then
Oh.
PA speakers on each side,
Yeah.
amps in the middle, kind of have
Yeah.
everything positioned right.
Hmm.
It's also the preference of the band as well.
Yeah.
We're not going to force anyone to.
Yeah, right. So when it comes to like communicating with the bands about like the setup preferences, do they like vary a lot? Is it like easy to work out? Are they pretty simple? Or?
Yeah, most bands have been pretty happy with what we have. None
Alright.
of them have been picky or anything. What we're working with is enough for this kind of venue.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously not professionals, but we
Right.
have- we
Well,
have-
like
yeah.
we're college students that are just actually throwing a show here. So
Right. Right.
They know what they're getting into.
Is that something you had to like communicate to like that one band of adults? Like, by the way, like this is like a, just a college student trying to throw something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they might have known already. Just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We do say we're by Temple University. In our
Right.
flyers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just matter association. I get that. Is this something you would look to in the future and say like you'd want to pursue professionally? Like get your bearings on it now, but hopefully build yourself up to be able to do it in the future.
Sure. I mean, if this works out, then it works out. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not against anything. I'm open to everything. Now, I'm not going to school for anything music related at all. But if it works, then yeah, sure.
Right. What is your major then?
And management information systems. So it's
Ooh.
like business and technology. It's not nothing music related.
Right. Jacob, yours.
Energy and power engineering.
Right.
So nothing music related either.
Gotcha. Jacob's in a band. Are you in a band?
Here and there, just
Right.
kind of different groups, jamming.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
and-
always jamming.
Yeah.
Right.
We
That's
have
fun.
people over all the time.
There's like a collective of like 20 of us that just get together randomly.
Mm.
So. it's
Have
really
you had experience in a music venue like of this size or that you're planning for?
Not really. My only experience
Mm.
playing is marching band if you count that. But then my band in
Right.
high school, we did a battle of the bands. We did a couple open night mics at bars,
Mm.
and then we played our community festival, and that was probably our biggest crowd. We had probably 150 people out for that.
Wow.
That was pretty fun. Really
Right.
enjoyed that.
Yeah. How long was your set for that one?
About 45 minutes.
Woo. When preparing for this, is that something you look back on and hope like you can replicate like sort of those
Oh yeah.
that feeling or even just like I don't know, just like the look of it?
Oh, not even look. I mean, it's it gave me a good experience to have an idea of how everything
Right.
has to be set up. But I mean, this is a completely different thing. This is more of actually
Yeah.
having a good time
There's-
rather than playing for a community festival that's everything is PG.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's plenty of similar venues around Temple or Philly in general.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
going to those shows, you actually kind of learn a lot.
Yeah, that's
Other
true. Just
setup.
from observing.
Mm.
Is that something you ever think about? Is I'm not even going to these shows just for the music. I'm trying to take these ideas and replicate it myself.
Yeah.
I
I mean, there
never
were
thought
definitely a few shows that I went to where it was my sole purpose here is to try to build connections and meet some other
Mm.
people in bands.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That reminds me of just historically during the Industrial Revolution, someone going to iron and cotton mills in Britain, trying to memorize how the machines work, and then taking it back to the United States. You know,
That's true, actually.
that's on a lower level. This is what you're doing here.
It's
I
not
think
stealing,
that's super
it's
cool.
innovation.
Yes, exactly. If every band and musician has a different, let's say vibe. Is this something you consider in the future, having themed nights? If you get a sort of feel for the bands, is that something you would ever consider?
As of now, we don't have any theme or genre
Yeah.
or anything like that. But honestly, that might be kind of interesting. Halloween have
Right.
I don't know, it's goth rock or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But I've never considered that. What do you think?
I mean, there was that one artist that we were talking to that wanted to do an EDM type
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Ah,
They
yeah.
wanted to bring in smoke machines and everything. I was I don't know about that because we're
Right.
in Philadelphia. The
Right.
pollution ordinances
Yeah,
are pretty
yeah.
strict, but
It would be really cool, but it wouldn't really mesh acoustic drum set, guitars and basses, and then next you move on to an EDM
Right.
set.
Yeah.
we couldn't really do. That's one thing where we would have to dedicate a night to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And also, I
imagine.
don't know if we have the space for that, but we'll see when it comes to it.
Right. Well, I feel just from looking at your social media, you don't have to market too much. It seems like this is something like a lot of students are like really wanting, especially right now. Like after the pandemic, people are just wanting something like, I don't know, live, basically.
Yeah, everything.
Like, has the feedback like felt to you like, you know, people have really been wanting this and like looking for this?
Yeah, I mean the scene here has always been like a crazy thing. Like you have Modern Baseball years ago, they came up on this scene. Alex G, he was a Temple student, same thing.
Japanese
so, like,
breakfast.
Yeah, and now like Beach Fuzz, we just saw them a little bit ago, and they're starting to blow up. They just graduated like 2 years ago. I saw them my freshman year.
Yeah, I was in like a class and people were talking about them. I was like, I swear I just had a class with one of them. That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I like about living in like a city like Philadelphia.
Right.
There's artists everywhere, you know.
That's so true.
But like the reception has been like phenomenal. Like we haven't had to do that much, honestly. In terms
we
of
really
promoting.
didn't expect it to be that well received.
That's awesome. As far as your own personal music influences, what like comes to mind? Either recently or like more like, you know, long term, like people that you look to for I don't know, just like you love listening to, or you like kind of try and replicate their style.
Do you want to start?
I mean, it varies a lot for me because I like to do a lot of different things. More recently, what inspired me to make this band was like Willow's newest album. I've listened to that a lot recently. I also found this band Origami Angel. They're like kind of like math rock punk.
Math rock.
I really enjoy them. But I mean, like I also like just straight up producing with no instruments. So I'm like I look to A.G. Cook a lot. He's phenomenal with everything that he's doing. Sophie too, rest in peace. But
yeah, all those bands are great from what I know. But yeah, I mean personally, I've always been inclined towards like more like poetic, but also like chaotic. So like a lot of punk bands, a lot of no wave bands. Like I love Swans. I really want to see them live. You know, before Michael Guerra dies, unfortunately, probably soon. I love Daughters, Show Me the Body. I can't wait to see Black Midi. That's one of my favorite bands.
We're both going to that show.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. But there's a lot of kind of similar bands with similar influences coming out. They're all just super interesting. I don't know. There's too many to pick from.
Right.
But those are some of them.
Yeah, I guess that's another question. Like now that all these concerts are like back, like are there people you're really looking to going seeing?
Yeah, me and Jacob are gonna go see Idols. I have a whole list. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Idols are great. I can't wait. That show's gonna be like concussion.
Yeah, one of us is going to the ER, but
yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And then
the other one's Shame.
Shame we're gonna see. Black Midi twice.
Ooh.
There's just so many I can't think.
Right.
I might see Thundercat.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I'd love to see Thundercat.
That would be great.
I love that. He's a clown.
Yeah. There's just too many. Especially
we just saw Japanese Breakfast.
We did.
Too.
We just saw them.
I was thinking about going seeing Japanese Breakfast. I'm seeing Soccer Mommy this weekend.
Oh, you excited for that?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped. I've always liked Soccer Mommy. I think I've gotten really into her, especially recently, just preparing myself for the concert. That's my favorite part, is just like going through the whole discography, preparing yourself for a concert.
She had like a great quarantine album.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely
it just kind of gets you in the feels of like, oh, I'm just sitting alone in my room.
That was like, yeah, definitely perfect timing. That was like what, February when that was released, and I was like kind of eased you into that vibe. I know what you mean.
Also, Godspeed You Black Emperor. That's right. Yeah. That's gonna be great.
Oh man.
I love. I've been listening to a lot of the similar bands like Godspeed, where it's just these long ballads of like different noise. It's fantastic.
That's cool.
Definitely been influential.
I guess kind of jumping back to the fact that this is a city known for like music coming out from like, you know, these type of like live events, just like kind of starting underground, but they rise to the top. Like, is that something you thought about? Because you also have the studio down there. Like, when talking to these bands, you'd be like, oh, by the way, like, we could, you know, try to do something down there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you like, the one that comes to mind, because I just watched a video on them recently, is Turnstyle. They had a phenomenal album that just released, and their first album was just recorded in their friend's basement. So if we can be a catalyst, like, I'm all for that.
Yeah, at this point in time, anyone can pretty much do anything with no matter what their situation is. Like, there's so many ways to get around to make not only music but any kind of art.
Right.
especially living in a city with all these different influences.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely like this era of creativity is like, I mean, maybe this also like definitely depends on like your living condition, I guess, but like you kind of don't really have an excuse if you're at a certain like threshold of just like, I don't know, maybe income or just like, you know, wherever you are, like especially in a city like this is like, what is your excuse for not like trying to put yourself out there and making stuff like this?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like beforehand it was like, oh, you must find a way to get, you know, educated the right way, like, you know, producing music because it was very specific. But now people can just like kind of develop it just like watching YouTube tutorials.
Right.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Anything's a job if you just find a way to make money off it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that YouTube's like, people kind of like don't realize it, but YouTube has taught more musicians than actual music teachers probably have.
Yeah.
So many people are self-taught. Just
That
from
is so
watching
true.
YouTube. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. Is that a resource you guys go to personally as musicians?
absolutely.
Always.
Yeah, always.
That's the only way I know how to play
Are there
guitar.
like specific people you always go to, or you just like search and whatever comes up you click on?
There's a few good channels here and
Yeah.
there.
Michael New is like mainly who I go to for theory videos, but
Wow.
I mean, there's like if I need to learn something, I look it up and watch the first video.
Yeah.
Right.
Adam Neely's really good.
That him too.
Yeah. Rob Scallon?
Yeah.
But he's more like entertainment.
Yeah. Does some crazy stuff.
There's just, but again, there's so many resources. Like you said, what's your excuse? Like,
Right.
You just teach yourself, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how about with you with like film stuff? Can you do that too?
No, yeah, that is such a big thing. Like, Caleb can probably agree. Like, anytime you open up Adobe Premiere and are like struggling to find like a way to edit something, immediately YouTube.
Yeah.
Like all these books they make us get like freshman year. You don't have a reason to touch it when you're already on your laptop. You just open a new tab,
Yeah.
and then all that knowledge is there. You know. And that goes for like anything, not even just editing. Like if you're trying to write something, like there are good resources online for writing good scripts, you know, or even just like trying to get inspiration from scripts because there's whole archives of films, famous films with all their scripts there. So
Right.
yeah, all those screenplays. So yeah, definitely like in any creative field, I would say like
Not even like creative. Like I'm in class, I'm allowed to use Google for everything. Our
Yeah.
exams are just super hard. But
Right.
and on the job too. Like
Yeah.
if I don't know how to do something when I'm doing a technical drawing, I look it up real quick and I have an answer in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's so true.
I
yeah.
love technology so much.
Yeah.
I love the internet.
Because like I just said in film, like they're always giving us these books, but it's just like, why don't they like all this money they're like making us spend going to these books? Why don't they like have us put that into like other learning programs that are online, you know,
Right.
that have
Or, like, start
proven to be
investing in
successful for
equipment.
like actual professionals, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just curious how long this like, I don't know, like to call it a tradition, but of just buying like textbooks and
Right.
like, using them once, like even like if it doesn't seem like professional or whatever, like a 10-minute YouTube video can teach you more than an entire textbook. Like
And like it just does wonders for like our generation's attention span as
Yeah.
well. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to like you just have to adapt to the new generations instead of
Yeah.
just arguing like, oh, this generation sucks because they don't, you know, have that attention span or whatever. Like just adapt to it.
work around
and
it,
then you know we'll be set up better to take care of the next generation. You know?
Right.
Um.
We just learn quicker. That's what it is.
Yeah. Exactly. we find ways to cut corners.
Yeah.
More so than other generations. I
work,
feel like.
work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, exactly. As for your actual studio, have you guys been trying to produce like your own stuff down there?
Yeah, absolutely. You wanna?
Yeah.
I know you have a lot going on. right
Nah, a little bit. I mean, I've been recording like on and off for like a year or two, where I just have nothing like actually done. If I have an idea, I record it real quick and that's it.
Right.
But,
Just kind of storing up. It doesn't need to go anywhere as long as
yeah.
you...
But now that I have like a band that I'm trying to make things work with, I'm going to be a little bit more dedicated with it, especially because it's easier when you have more people to bounce ideas off of. You're
That's
not trying to
true.
do everything yourself.
Yeah, super helpful.
Yeah. For
I mean,
me,
you have an album out. So
Yeah,
it's
I have-
kinda-
Oh, okay.
It's not
so
so serious.
well,
but...
I mean, okay, I have like an album out, but it's kind of a collection of just experimental noises and soundscapes. I'm just like I always try and find unique sounds, like even like instruments. Like the other day, I picked up an electronic organ, and it sounds like crazy, but if I can find some way to turn that into a cohesive song or something like that, then I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, because I've always thought like, this is gonna sound stupid, but I think a lot of like, the standard instruments are so arbitrary. Why are there like hundreds of millions of guitars and not? I don't know. Maybe just because the noises aren't usable, but like I just think it's certain instruments. Yeah.
Get a tin can. And you can
Exactly.
make a song.
Yeah. We have a friend, Holden, who's really taught me a lot about using anything for music. And I
Right.
would argue anything can be music.
There's a whole Sesame Street special on that.
Is it really?
Yeah, I remember watching that in music class in elementary school.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, it's true then. You know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I mean, I don't have a lot of elementary school memories, but that comes to mind, and obviously it must have resonated otherwise.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I absolutely believe in that. Like, I don't know, sometimes, like, I'll connect this to me graphic design wise. I'll just open up Photoshop, throw an image in there, and it's like, how can I distort this so much to the point that I hate it, and then I can fix it again and make it look beautiful.
Yeah,
you know?
there's like a bell curve where it's
Yeah.
like really just a regular image, really bad, and then
Yeah.
it goes to being really good again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's all of art though. Yeah, like you said.
Right. I feel like that is definitely something that is coming up more as well, instead of just like trying to prepare so much beforehand, like, you know, the whole like pre-production phases of things and like writing phases. It's just like, just jump into it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it'll inspire a lot, really, if you just like spontaneously just like jump into it. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially now, people shouldn't be afraid to try anything. You know.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't know why people hesitate to do anything artistically.
That's kind of like the point of this podcast, is like just being able to interview all these people that they don't even have to have had released anything. It's just like, I know they have that artistic side to them, and I'm trying to like reel it out of them. Some of them it's already been done, like my friend Bella, who released an album, Kalila, who's like kind of blowing up on TikTok for crocheting stuff.
Wait, do you know Kalila?
Yeah,
Kalila.
yeah, we're actually going to film something with her tomorrow.
I'm gonna like band with her, kind of.
No way.
Yeah,
She told me about that briefly. That's awesome.
I'm in her with that. Yeah.
Okay.
She plays ukulele.
Yeah. Yeah. Kalila's great. She's so
Yeah.
fun. She lives really close to us, so we were always like passing by each other. We're like
Yeah.
neighbors, basically.
Oh, you guys.
nice.
Oh, you live next to Tyler too.
Yeah, very close.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's
Wow,
cool.
what a coincidence. Okay. Yeah, we interviewed her. I want to say 5th or 6th episode. Joshua, my roommate, amazing conversation between them, just about like art and stuff like that, and just
Yeah.
like influences. It got a lot into music as well, so that was really cool.
Yeah, I have to give a lot of props to her. She introduced me to a lot of the friends I have now, who are all like artistic people.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Hey, props to Kalila.
yeah,
let's
I wouldn't
go.
be
Shout
for
out.
Kalila without her. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can wrap this up. I think we got a lot out
Sure,
of this.
yeah.
As long as you guys are happy. Is there anything you want to plug? First of all, I always try to like let people plug anything they want on here.
Grouvier Street Live,
Yeah, of
obviously.
course. Follow the Instagram. September 25th, first show.
Chud on YouTube and Spotify. If you want to listen to that collage of noises, you can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, other than that,
Awesome.
Yeah.
we're just getting started. There's a lot more coming.
All right. Dope.
Thank you so much, though. This was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah. Even reflecting.
Yeah. I've always wanted to come see like what, you know, the landscape looks like, and also if I get a chance, I'm gonna ask if I can see the studio as well. See what you guys got going
It's
down
kind
there.
of a mess right now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but we'll probably shoot some B-roll down there as well, just for like the little intro.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
so dope. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
see you next week.